even if it's a teacher or it's someone that you don't know that works at a store that you have a crush on, someone who is walking down the street, someone in your, gym class, or someone at the gym. Just push yourself to talk. The more that you do that, like the same instance that I was talking about with the guy who was like nonstop thinking about this older woman that he wanted to ask out, and he finally asked her out, and she was married. The fact that he did that is so empowering. The more that you push yourself to do stuff like that and push yourself out of that comfort zone, Bryson, especially you, the more you're going to be more comfortable, and the better you're going to be at it. And then you'll be in a better position to be with the people you want to be with. Good evening to you, Sam. You're looking super duper sexy today. Thank you, Real Wreck. Hi, Hurt Locker. Hi, David. Okay. What other techniques or thoughts did you have on introducing yourself or meeting new people? If you have them, put them down in the comment section here. And thank you again for all these wonderful compliments. I'm not able to go through each one because they're going by. If you want to, if you want to super chat me, at the bottom here is a little $ super chat. I'll go to your comment first on YouTube and give you a nice shout out. Speaking of shout outs, if you guys want to shout, anybody wants a shout out, I'm going to be choosing all week long people to shout out. Some people are sending me artwork, and someone sent me designer custom wine glasses. So if you guys want me to shout out or talk about anything on Instagram, let me know what it is. You can DM me. If I don't get back to you, do it again, because sometimes I miss DMs. Let's see, Sharon Thacker. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing people's name. I got $1 million smile. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Karen, after being dumped, does no contact or begging does work? Okay. Begging does not work. So let's just get that on the table, because if you are dumped, that means that person doesn't want to be with you anymore. If they want to be with you, they'll come back to you and admit that they made a mistake, but they know where you are. They know how to find you. No contact. Yeah, I would say no contact. Put the ball in their court. That. Here's the thing, Bean. You know that you're the most awesome person, because you guys are. You have to know that about yourself. You guys are, and girls are, the most awesome person. Knowing that, if you know that you're the most awesome person, then you don't need to go begging, or you don't need to go, trying to manipulate or trick someone to going back with you. If it didn't work the first time, it's probably not going to work the second time. The only reason it would work the second time is if something changed. So unless you guys went to therapy together or things like that, and nothing has changed, I wouldn't bother with it. And this is my philosophy. I learned it from my mom. Women are like a bus. You miss one, you catch another. Or you could apply that to guys that like a bus. Let's see. I'm doing well, Pobby. Thank you for asking. Hurt Locker. I remember a few months ago, I was at an appliance store in a mall, and I saw this employee that was putting boxes on the shelf, and I started a conversation with her, and it went well. Exactly. You pretty much can start a conversation with anyone. Hurt Locker especially is very comfortable talking to people. Some people like Bryson are more uncomfortable doing that. If you classify yourself as an introvert, one of the ways you can step out of pushing yourself, locking yourself into this label, is to push yourself to do things that you're so uncomfortable with. For me, it would be like bungee jumping. I'm scared I can talk to anyone. I can walk down and talk to like hundreds of people today, because it's just in my nature to be extroverted. I wasn't always extroverted, by the way. I was introverted when I was growing up. Believe it or not, I was scared. However, the more successful I became at talking, and the more comfortable I am about what's inside and not worrying about what people think. And this didn't happen overnight, because I'm in my 50s. So obviously it's been a long process from when I started out as a child. But the more that I became successful at it, the better and more comfortable I was about filtering out all the negativity. And there's a lot of negativity out there. Let's face facts. I get negative shit every freaking day from people on YouTube. Most of them are putting me down because of my age. And I find that to be kind of a compliment. If the only thing you can make fun of is my age, to me, that's pretty good, because that means that they can't, they're not commenting on my looks. They're not commenting on my personality. So, hey, I'm okay with that. You want to comment on my age? Everybody's going to get old, including the person commenting, right? They're like, oh, who would want that young, who would want that old, scrawny, skanky ass broad or whatever? Hey, there's plenty of you guys out there that do, right? P.S. I'm 35. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I'm not in my 50s. I'm 35. Mentally, I'm 25. So maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Just play the Jungle Boogie song so you won't freak out. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Play a song in your head that makes you like laugh or dance. That's a great idea. I like that idea. I never really thought of that. But if you put this song into your head, like you get a manifest yourself, a mantra, that type of thing. Another thing is, we've talked about this for the last few weeks, and I really, in case you guys are just joining me and have never tried this, is that there's such a thing called a Post-it note. You can see I have tons of them all over. Either take a Post-it note or a calendar, and every day on a Post-it note or on your calendar, write down one positive thing about yourself. And by the end of the month, you look at all these positive things. You're like, wow, I'm doing all right, right? Let's see what's happening. Let's see. You're sexy at any age. I hope so. I hope you'd never stop being sexy, right? Can you please wink here? Okay. Is there a way you could tell if she's into younger men? I like that question. How can you tell? Like, does she wear a sign? Cougar? Let me put this down somewhere. All right. I like that question. How can you tell? Well, there is no there's not going to be some sort of a labeling process where you get a label that says cougar. It's not going to be like that. But there definitely are ways that you can tell by reading body language. Last Friday, I gave you suggestions for 3 books: Cake, She Comes First, and Body Language book. So if you want to go to the last Friday's live stream and check that out, and in the description box, you'll see I gave you links to 3 books. One of them was the body language one. You can tell by body language if a person's interested in you or not. They may not be interested in younger men in general, but they might be interested in you. Alexander, hey Karen, is it a positive step forward as a man when take the time to learn how to hold a conversation with a woman? Alexander, I think you answered that question. I think that's obvious. That the reason you said it is because it is, and you're always if one of the biggest turn-ons for me, and I think it's for any woman, is to find a man who wants to work on himself, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. If you work really hard on trying to become more self-aware and try to figure out what can I do to change to make myself much more of a catch to these women out there that I'm trying to get. Hey Karen, my girlfriend has been ghosting me since Valentine's Day and she won't talk to me. What should I do? Move on, Hurt Locker. Let her come back to you first. If you guys are texting back and forth and you're always getting the last text, that shows you're desperate. Okay. Let her have the last text. Let her come back to you. Remember, she's not your girlfriend if she's ghosting you, right? If she's ghosting you, she's disrespecting you. Don't be with someone who's disrespectful or mean. I mean, I would never ghost anybody. That's like the worst way to break up with someone. What you want to do is, if you're ready to break up with someone and you may give it some thought and you don't want it to, if you think there's no help anymore, the next step would be just to have a conversation with that person and say, listen, this is not working out. It's time to move on, right? Move on. We texted on IKEA texting site, and when I met it, and when I sent a text to her on there, it would say her account is disabled. That was really strange. She's giving you a message. She doesn't want to do this anymore. There's a book called She's Not That Into You, or He's Not That Into You. And basically they said if someone is into you, they're going to climb over mountains to get to you. My boyfriend flew from New York to Chicago just to see me. If you have a strong connection with someone, they're going to do whatever they can to get to you, right? I don't understand how I put this phone. I put the phone on, I hate when that happens. I put the phone on silent and it still rings. Isn't that strange? It's strange. And then something happens to the live stream and it screws up. I'm going to end that live stream on Instagram and try to start another one. Sorry about that, live streamers. I'm having technical problems. Okay, sorry. Where was I? All right. Hey, Karen, I'm 30. I feel more alive and mature than I did when I was in high school or in my 20s. Alexander, why do you think that is? Oh. 1 second here. Okay. Hold on. I have problems. Once I have a problem with the Instagram, it's all over. I'm going to try one more time to start the live again. All right. Sorry about that, peeps. Okay, so I think we're going to have we're having someone join, and her name is Georgie, and she's a young girl. So you're going to hear a point of view from a young girl and an old one. I'm the older one. I'm dating my girlfriend, but she can't give. Let's see what it said. I'm dating my girlfriend, but she can't give my heart desires, and she said she's a virgin, and her best friend fall in love with me. What should I do? That's a long ass question here. I'm dating my girlfriend. She can't give my heart desires. And what is your heart desire, Poppy? Let's see if I can find. Let's see where Georgie. If you're on right now, go ahead and request to join the live stream. Let's see. And then YouTube, you're not going to get to see her, but she's really cute. Let's see. I met a few women in their 60s and 70s, and I still got it going on. Yeah, I'm thinking there's never an age that you stop living your life in the most fun, sexual way. New Orleans is the place to be. Yeah. Okay, so if you're watching this, Georgie, and you're on, ask to join the live stream and tell. I can't remember what your Instagram name is, so maybe that's the problem here. Are you? And I don't want to ask. I don't want to add some of these guys because the last time I added some rando people, I got some guy jacking off. Let's see. Knowledge that I learned from the years and the happiness that I found within myself. That's what caused Alexander to feel better now than he did when he was younger. And a lot of people think that way. I mean, yeah, I don't know that I'd want to go back to my 20s and be how I was then. I'm happy with the way I am now. And if you keep learning and growing, you're going to want it too. Where's my doggie? The doggies are locked out of the room right now. Should I chase after a cougar for a date or just let them come to me? I think you're going to have to do the chasing. A lot of people think that the cougars are the chasers, but usually we're not. You might find one. But if you want someone, go out and go for it yourself. Yeah, I mean, Georgie, if you are max 4214, let me know. Unfortunately, I can't remember what your Instagram is. Let's see. I don't know what's going on here, and I know if I add this other one, I'll end up getting some guy jacking off. So I'm scared. When a young man approached an older woman, which he loves, the woman doesn't pay attention to him. What are the things to do so that she will know that he truly loves her? Well, first of all, she's not gonna love him because she doesn't know who he is. But the main thing you want to do is strike up a conversation and act like you, not act, but be that person, be that passionate person. Find out what that person, and find out all about the other person. Push yourself to find out about the other person, and not just the physical stuff. Push yourself to find out the mental stuff. Hey there, Paul. Let's see. Yeah, see, I'm sorry that I can't get my friend on here because I'm not sure what her Instagram name is. I'd like to find out, but I'm just going to have to try to text her, and I'll probably end up losing my Instagram stream. Here, 1 second. All right. Hopefully this will be able to come back on again. Pause because you weren't using the app. Live video paused. Okay. Let's see if we can get the live video back on. Of course. Wait, if you pause it, it gets stuck. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Sorry. I thought it'd be worth it to get this going, but it's causing a lot of issues here. And I deeply apologize. Let's see if I can start it one more time. All right. Okay. I'm really sorry. All right. Where were we? I'm sorry, Samuel. So what are the things you can do? Like I said, I would start with just talking to the person. Getting dumped can be a way of testing my emotions, a game of bluff to break down my character. I am pulling no contact. I don't think anybody's bluffing about this, but if they are, do you think that's a kind way of being? I personally do not. I do not think so. Let's see. I mean, she can't have time for me, but when she sees me with her friends, she always jealous. If she doesn't have time for you, then she's still not that into you. She may be jealous, but you need to have somebody. Yeah. Thank you, Paul. Welcome to Tech Talk with KarenLee. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good one. Pobby, back to whether or not she's playing games with you, or she doesn't have time for you, but when she's with her friends, she gets jealous. She's playing games. Stop being with someone who's playing games. Dinner at my place tonight, Karen wearing something sexy. Okay. Because apology accepted. Hey, Talk of Texas. Okay. Now, what I was trying to do, okay, Georgie's joined, and I'm going to get her on right now. And here she is. Let's see if Georgie's going to join us. Let's see how this is going to work. We're really getting some tech stuff going here. Oh, Georgie. Hi. Can everybody on Instagram see her?
Sorry, I'm leaving breakfast.
Okay. All right. So sit still for a minute. Georgie's very busy all the time.
I'm walking out, and then I'll be in a car, so I'll be able to talk.
Okay.
completely.
Okay. Well, at least we got that straightened out. Everybody's making fun of my tech
Thank you so much.
inability. Okay, she's walking out. All right.
I'm with Maria. I'm going to be sitting down in a second and I can answer all your questions.
And you guys listen to that accent. It's so cute. Yeah, so Georgie, they want to see you, but you're on Instagram, and a lot of these people are on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm not.
Okay, I don't know about Twitch, but I am on YouTube.
Okay, so she's on YouTube, but right now, the only way you're going to be able to see her is if you go to Instagram. But okay, so at any rate, you can hear her. So let's just go with that.
Good, yeah. It's probably better that you don't see me today. I'm on the struggle bus. It was a big Sunday.
Oh, she had okay. All right. So, what questions do you have for my cougarette, Georgie?
Exactly.
Georgie's in her, I think, 20s, right?
No, I've just left them. I'm 30 now.
Oh, she turned 30.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anybody, but I just told everybody on Instagram and YouTube. Okay. What questions do you have? Now, people are just asking me questions like, for example, Georgie, one of the guys is saying, if someone dumps him, is it possibly like a game of bluff to break his character, or do you think it's just he's dumped? She's just like not answering.
So there's two ways of looking at that. Like, one, it could be, I'm just not that into you and it's over. Two, it's often women do this, and I don't know, like, say all women, but often some women will break up with people just because they want you to fight for them.
That's what I'm saying. They like the drama.
It's often a test, and so we'll walk away, and then we're really hurt that person let us walk away.
And well, that
game is stupid, but it's often the case. So if you do want that girl, if you want her, fight for her, and then if she doesn't want you, then it's over. But sometimes we.
Okay, so because we have like this communication issue right now, I'm going to rephrase what you said. So she said, basically, number one is what I said, which is she's probably just not into you, or she wants the drama. She wants you to come back and say, oh, we made a big mistake, just fight for me, and basically be that knight in shining armor thing. And it's a game playing thing that I think happens more with the younger girls than it does with the older women who are probably over that kind of game playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope that helped you, who was asking me. Bean. Okay, let's see. Any other questions that anybody has now that we have Georgie on the line? If you have Instagram or YouTube, you can ask the questions. She is got this very.
You want a point of view.
Is it rude to say one lady is pretty, but don't comment on the friend's look? That's an interesting question.
It's an interesting question. It's always rude.
It's always rude. I agree. Just if you're gonna say that one of the two women is good looking, you say both of them, all right? It's not gonna hurt you.
Say both, or you say nothing at all.
Good one. Okay, next questions for my girl Georgie here. Sorry if the Twitch people aren't. Still don't have I don't have a stream there. Apparently you've got a real sexy voice too. Everyone likes that accent.
Good.
Let's see. Okay, so Real Rec is saying, usually when I don't fight back, they end up coming back a month or two later. Sometimes it's great to be patient. I think patience goes a long way. And it also shows a lot for self-confidence when you do that. If you wait it out. If you are dumped, I would wait it out. And if they want to come back to you and realize their mistakes and realize that they were playing games, that's fine. Otherwise, let them go and find someone who's not going to play the games. Right? Good. Okay. Questions for Georgie. Oh, so some people are saying that's why they avoid the drama queens and things like that.
Avoid the drama, totally. But don't be sad to lose someone that you didn't fight for.
Exactly. Okay. Let's see. Well, people are just commenting on how beautiful you are. Okay.
Hey, Thanks.
And then they want to know, like, this happens to me, and I want to know if this happens to you. They're going to give you your number, and they're expecting you to call back. What is the likelihood of you calling back?
Well, I don't know. What I mean, what in life?
In
Or
life,
right now?
I mean, no, we're talking about here on Instagram and YouTube. You don't know who they are. They're going to give you their WhatsApp number or their cell number, and they expect you to call back.
If they're witty enough, you say something funny enough, that I want to respond.
Oh, did you hear that?
All about your wit.
I agree.
If you've got something funny to say,
Yeah.
something original to say, then yeah, maybe I'll have a phone call with you.
Okay, did you hear that? Okay, you guys, this is brilliant. Again, we were breaking up, so I'm going to just rephrase. What Georgie said is that depending on how funny you are, would be if she's willing to call you back. I wouldn't, but Georgie apparently she likes those funny guys. I still believe humor.
Time is precious. If you're gonna make me laugh, I'm into it.
Okay, so this is a question online: how to introduce yourself to a cougar to make you stand out from all the other online people. And Georgie suggested humor, and I would agree because I did.
Yeah.
I was on a dating site, Match.com, or one of those type of things, and I remember this guy was so funny in what he wrote in his profile that I was finding myself like stalking him because he was so funny. I was like, this guy is like a stand-up comic, and I just got to go out with him.
Funny and original.
Funny and original, and that you are, Georgie.
Give an original comment, like don't just be like, "Hey, you're hot." Like just say something witty and original.
Well, speaking of that, when you walk, if some guy's walking up to you, what is the best way for him to grab your attention? Not a one-liner, but what would you suggest is what to talk about? A lot of guys don't know what to say when they walk up to a woman for the first time, especially if they're super attracted.
First of all, the fact that you're walking over and approaching, number one, you've got my attention. That's great. I will talk to you just because you had that's very attractive. And then to keep me is exactly what I said. Funny, original, and interested. This is it.
Absolutely.
If you're interested,
yes,
then you're interesting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you're genuinely interested and listening and paying attention to me, then I'm going to be intrigued and pay attention back. But people are so in their own heads often that they'll ask you a question, but they're not even listening to the answer because it's all about them. So if they're genuinely engaged in you, like that's
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? I mean, it's like,
are you listening?
She is like a little version of myself. I shouldn't say little because she's probably taller than me. I forgot how tall you are, but she is a literally like absolutely. If you guys, all the guys that are on my YouTube channel and Instagram know this already. Have I not said that? If you are listening and if you're asking questions and finding out what their passions are and what makes them special and what kind of things that they're interested in, hobbies they're doing, if you're actually giving a shit about them instead of just wanting to talk about yourself, you're going to be so much more ahead of the game. True story. So you heard it from both of us. Okay, I have about, I'm running way over time here. One or two more questions for Georgie. Georgie, if they want to find you on YouTube, how do they do that?
So it's Georgina Leahy. So I'm Georgina on YouTube, just to confuse everyone.
Georgina on YouTube?
Georgina Leahy,
Leahy. Georgina Leahy on YouTube. She's awesome. She's absolutely awesome. Any other questions? Let's see. Hit them with the crowbar.
Make me laugh, and I'll give you a call.
What'd you say?
Make me laugh, guys, and I'll give you a call.
Oh, did you hear that? Make her laugh, and she'll give you a call. Ooh. That's all right. Any other real quick questions here because we're going to get going? Karen knows another cougar in training.
I got a phone call.
What was that?
I had a phone call that I had to decline. That's
Oh,
why I cut
yeah.
out.
Okay, you guys, she has a phone call that she had to decline. So if you've got a question, let's do it now. Otherwise, we are going to have to say
Yeah,
bye-bye.
otherwise
All right. Well, since we haven't gotten any eager takers right now, I'm going to say goodbye as well. Thank you for joining us, Georgina. I love you, and we'll do this again for a longer time.
I look forward to being on.
And she is super
And
funny,
your
you guys.
episode airs in 2 weeks, so we'll have to tell the world.
Yeah, just FYI for you guys, myself and my son with Sex Talk with My Mom, the podcast, we're with Georgie on, I don't even know if we're allowed to say what we're on. Are we allowed to say what we're on? Oh, she's breaking up. Well, we have some exciting news, and
Oh, I'm losing.
oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what I was allowed to say, you know? Okay.
And you can say, because it's aired now, so you can tell everyone.
Okay. We were on the Playboy channel, and the show is called, yeah, it's breaking up. It's breaking up. All right. Well, you guys will have to just check it out. You know what? Every time you mention what the show is called, it broke up. So maybe we're not supposed to mention it.
Maybe. That's great.
All right. I'll let you guys all know.
Oh
If you want to know, just subscribe to both of our channels.
We'll give
Bye. Thank you, Georgie. Bye. Mwah. All right, guys. That was it for Georgina. Hope you guys had fun listening to that cute accent and hearing what she really had to say, which is very similar to the kind of stuff that I was saying, that if someone's into you, they're going to show it, that if you walk up to them and you make sure to find out about them as opposed to just talking about yourself. And she also talked about that a lot of times that girls will break up because they want the drama. If you want drama, then go for the drama queen. But if you want someone who is like a real person who wants to be with you for you and doesn't like to play games, then go for that person. You don't need to be going for the person that likes to play these kind of games. It's very immature. Dill the Ninja Gamer, you subbed. Thank you, Dill the Ninja Gamer. Anybody that wants to subscribe on YouTube or on Twitter, please do. Twitch, do. I'm on all social media platforms. Would I date a married guy? One of my major rules of thumb when I was single, and I've been living with a guy now for 10 years, it was absolutely no. I would not date anybody married unless their marriage is an open marriage, in which case, I'd have to find that out and believe them, because that could be a lie too. You sub too. Thank you, Sean. Anyway, what she was saying is that she is the host of a Playboy channel show that's going to be, it's already started airing. Her name is Georgina Leahy, and you can check out the episode coming up in a few weeks of me and my son. Is our podcast Sex Talk with My Mom. We answered her questions on the Playboy channel, and I'm going to, of course, put all the information on Instagram and YouTube, so you guys will find all, and Twitch. You'll find out all about it as well. So make sure that you subscribe and make sure that you follow me with your notifications on, so you won't miss what's happening. Sam, having a cougar or an older woman as a friend or a wife, it simply means you have another mother. The caring and hospitality is always 100%. That is what I discover I'm desperate in need of, Ma. Well, I would say that you're probably right that if you are with an older woman, she might be a little more nurturing than a younger girl, because she has nurtured children, and she might be more nurturing. I don't know. I don't know. You love this show. You're great. Thank you, Sam. Is she naked on the Playboy channel? She is topless on the Playboy channel. So yes, I'm not topless on the Playboy channel, and my son is not topless on the Playboy channel, but she is definitely topless on the Playboy channel. So if that encourages you to go find out what I'm talking about, I would say, yeah. Let's see. As Cameo always says, living a single life. Okay. Anyway, I got to run, you guys. I got to go to yoga. So I'm going to still attempt to find out what's going on with my Twitch. As it is like a ridiculous game over here. You're going to watch it? Great. I'm glad everybody's going to watch the episode on that I'm going to be on with my son on the Playboy channel. And we've got a lot of other very exciting things coming up for both. So if you have not already gone to Instagram and YouTube for Sex Talk with My Mom, follow me there, because I'm the mom. You don't want to miss that, do you? All right. That's about it, you guys. Thank you all for joining me here. And as always, you know I love you. I love all the support. If you haven't joined me on Patreon, that's really the best way to support myself and my son and the podcast. Everything. We have a Patreon channel for both KarenLee Potter and Sex Talk with My Mom. So there's stuff on there that Paul and other members of my Patreon pages can attest to that is different than stuff that's on, the public channels that you're watching right now. So if you want to get a little more intimate, and if you want to be able to message me personally, message Cam, message either of us on Sex Talk with My Mom or on Patreon, go and try to, even for $1, just join and you'll be able to have a lot of perks. And that's about it right now. And I'm going to say bye. So sorry we had a little problem with Instagram, but I'm glad we had Georgie on. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right. Bye.